in the 25 Woodbat American Conference, which is the upper conference. Medford Maulers, their first year in the league, and they are leading by a game over the Sewanee Indians, 10-3, 10-3-1, 9-4-3. Just the opening game of the season played at Baseball Heaven between the Medford Maulers and Sewanee Indians was an 11-inning game played to a 0-0 tie.
Wow.
And talk about baseball, and that was in 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Well, we hit to the top of the second, 2-2 the score. East and West All-Stars both plating a pair of runs in the first inning.
Oh, it's a nice night for a ball game. It's cooled off a bit, a little bit humid, which is not bad for baseball. So we take a look at Will Horan out there. And we'll go to the top of the second. And this is still Spotek from the Dodgers on the mound. And he
Scott Hignell
starts it off, Scotty Hignell off with a fastball for strike one. And now a breaking pitch. And he's quickly ahead 0-2, which is what Spotek needed to do in the first inning. Maybe he's gotten in a little better rhythm here. Throw strikes work fast. Change speeds, and there's a quick 1-2-3 and out for Scott Hignell. So Phil Spotek off to a good start here in the top of the second, as it's a 2-2 ball game, and the Eastern Division All-Stars, who spotted the Western Division to run first, even it up, and now we're taking a look at. It's Mike Lynch from the Maulers.
That it is. Number 21.
And off-speed pitch for a strike. So Spotek, and now Spotek's he's in a rhythm. He's getting the ball back and he's getting the ball back and throwing it, and that's a good way to go once you're throwing strikes. He's now thrown 5 of them in a row, and he's got Lynch in an 0-2 hole right away. So now Lynch says, hold on a second, let me get set. Because this guy's in a hurry. He's got a bust to catch.
A lot different than Canastro in that first inning on the other side for the for the East.
So Spot now, it's okay. So Spotek says, okay, well, you're going to step out on me. I'm going to step off the mound. And a little bit of cat and mouse between Lynch and Spotek. 0-2. Drops down, and Lynch slaps one off to the right side. Foul. Still 0-2. So Spotek having a better start to this inning. Throwing strike after strike, ahead in the count to the second batter, and he's ready to go.
Doesn't take a lot of time. He gets the ball. He feels like he's in a rhythm.
Drops down. That was off-speed changeup, and fielded cleanly at third base and fired across for the second out of the inning.
Mick Sheridan from the East Islip Giants will come to the plate with 2 out. Nobody on here in the top of the second. Sheridan, 31 years old, 6'4", 205. Sales advisor at Sportset Health and Fitness as we take a look at that ground ball and charging in the throw to first.
A little high on the throw there. Got bailed out. And Spotek, that's the first ball he's thrown this inning.
Sheridan, very versatile, pitches, plays first base and the outfield. Pitching this year, he's 1-2 with a 1.08 earned run average. 37 strikeouts, 10 walks in 41 innings. So close to a strikeout an inning. Having a good season on the mound. Takes that pitch on the outside corner, 1-2.
So Spotek's been ahead to each batter. Retired the first 2.
That ball punched into right field for a base hit.
That was the pitch he got Lynch to ground to third on. It was a drop down kind of sidearm changeup. This time it's punched into right field.
5th hit for the East in today's game. He just reaches out.
Yep.
Punches it into right field for a 2-out single.
Nice inside out stroke. And now we're taking a look at Jimmy Horback. Jimmy Horback from the New York Grizzlies and also the Queens A's in the 18 and over. So he plays on 2 teams in the younger divisions. He plays on an 18 and over team and a 25 and over team. And Jimmy is, I want to say, probably 34 years old as he lines a single to left field. And I know Jim. Jim has played for me also in Las Vegas. And Jim is a gamer. Take a look at it as a fastball, and it's a fastball line back to short left field. So after getting 2 quick outs, there's John Pratt, 2 quick outs, now we've got runners on first and second. So Spot Tech works from the set, and first ball swinging and fouling off to the right side is
Sandy Estevez.
Sammy Estevez, also from the New York Grizzlies. New York Grizzlies managed by Benny Caliendo, who played in the first game because he manages in the 25 and over and plays in the 35 and over. And Benny was a recipient of one of our memorial awards presented prior to the earlier game today, as that pitch is high. 1-1. So 2 outs, 2 on, 2-2 score, 1-1 count. Spot Tech slowing down just a bit, working from the set. And that one's low and outside.
You know, the one thing you notice, we've got a great view of the pitches coming in as we're sitting directly behind home plate.
Actually, a little bit elevated, so get an idea of what they're breaking.
But you really see these balls, the amount of movement that these pitchers are throwing on their breaking balls.
Well, like we talked about earlier, even in this division, you cannot be strictly, unless you're throwing better than 90 miles an hour, you cannot be strictly a fastball pitcher and be successful. As Spot Tech now has lost the strike zone, and apparently Estevez either lost the count or was a little bit ahead, anticipating the call on that pitch, as he dropped the bat and was almost sprinting down to first base, and the umpire called him back.
It was funny, I looked down at my score sheet to write down base on balls, and I'm looking at third, and I don't see anybody. Have bases are loaded. So the full count. That ball ripped into left field. Rounding third on his way to the plate is Sheridan, and he will score. RBI single. Now 2 runners are down at second base. Somebody's got to get back to the bag, and it will be Estevez, and they finally track him down. So it's an RBI single. Sheridan scores, and then Estevez is tagged out.
I think that was Giacomo Antonio from the Firebirds who put on the afterburners there and said, "We're not doing any rundowns here. Come on, run you down like a truck."
So 1 run on 3 hits, and the East takes a 3-2 lead. There it is. Little flare to left field.
And there's some bad base running here because
Sheridan goes home. Horvath stopped at second, and the ball comes in, and you can see there the shortstop, Giacomo Antonio. And look at him track down the entire way and finally just put the tag on. He was looking for interference on the first baseman.